Velocity G is a futuristic racing game about simple satisfaction. It's a very arcadey game with very simple controls, only uses three buttons. You brake, you gas, and you turn. The last one's not a button. There is no power sliding or drifting or any kind of advanced maneuvering techniques. You drive down the course and you move left and right to avoid other cars. Sometimes you move upside down to avoid other cars as you're driving in a tube, but most of the time you want to stay on the bottom to avoid hazards as best you can. The game is very arcadey, the courses are very arcadey, and it's just about three simple things: evading hazards, evading other cars, and not slowing down. The tube aspect of the gameplay really just gives you more options to evade the cars and hazards, and there's only two power-ups, one that fixes your ship and one that gives you a boost, so it really is a very, very simple game that relies on the satisfaction of going fast and evading obstacles, and I think it works very well. The simplicity coupled with the 100-something courses and variety of events and the hazards to dodge makes it a sort of addictive kind of racing game. It's not a game where you're going to remember individual courses fondly, but it's a game where you're going to want to play the next course and the one after that and the one after that, simply because the obstacles are so satisfying to dodge, and it feels good to go so fast. So the game is largely without nuance, though I would say that's to its benefit. The few examples of nuance in the game generally come from some sort of meta aspect. For example, you can unlock and upgrade new cars as you proceed through the levels, but most of the newer cars are simply better than the old ones, so you're just going to choose the newer car all the time and upgrade that one. And if you don't buy and upgrade the newer cars, you will quickly find yourself dwarfed by the competition because they are using the better, newer cars. So in that sense, the game encourages that you complete as many events as possible to gain more points to unlock the better cars. It won't simply let you breeze through the campaign. I don't feel positively or negatively toward the car unlocking aspect. The cars largely handle the same, and if they don't, their handling can be upgraded. I realize they needed some way to gate the player's progress through the campaign, so it may as well be this way, if any. An element of choice that has actual meaning, though, is how you choose to proceed through the campaign. Not every race, not every event is mandatory. So you may go through one event and realize you don't like the hazard layout, or you don't like the opposing cars, or you don't like the way the power-ups are placed, and you can instead opt to go for an entirely different event in the same level. And not only can you go for a different event, but you can go for a different type of event, as there are drag races, sprint races, and slalom races in addition to traditional multi-lap courses. Even when I found myself frustrated with one particular course, I just picked another and was able to move on that way. This sort of freedom is without any significant downside, as the courses are largely interchangeable aside from hazard placement and visuals. Like I said, there's no course that's going to stand out in particular to you or be super memorable. So the interchangeability and arcadey style of the course designs really works to the benefit of the campaign flow. It's a very simple game that's very easy to win and very easy to lose, and whether you think it's good depends largely on whether you think evading obstacles at high speeds is good. If you like evading obstacles at high speeds and a futuristic, cel-shaded look, then you'll probably enjoy Velocity G.